All right, cool. Yo, this is week 2, day 2, Tuesday. And we're just gonna be just basically building on knowledge and learning a little bit other stuff. So if you got your computer, you might need that today, all right?
Okay.
Or you can just watch the video to kind of do it again later. Because what I want to do is I want to start getting you guys ready to just do stuff and just get your portfolio started. Teach you guys teach you guys a new platform that kind of helps you guys. For you guys, it'll help you save your work. And then what'll be good too is like if you guys do apply for jobs and stuff in the future, you guys will be like, yo, I got this project on GitHub, or basically what it's gonna be is gonna be called GitHub. I know I want to kind of show you guys some of that stuff today, but I didn't teach you guys the command line yet, so I might just hold off because I want to get you guys started on the command line too. So I might wait till next week because I want you guys to kind of get done with yeah, scratch what I just said. I want you guys to get I want you guys to get done with some of that stuff on Solo Learn. Did you do any of that last night, or
Yeah.
all right, you get pretty far, or was it pretty easy? You have any problems?
In my opinion, it was very easy. In my opinion, it was very easy because it was just like reading something first, and then the next thing it just asks you a question pretty much about what you just read.
You just read, right. But did it help you kind of introduce you to some of the code that you're going to be using as well to kind of get an idea?
I learned the basic HTML structure. I learned that. And then I learned that to close something, you always use the slash.
Yeah, right. And that's something you've seen plenty of times with me already. But I just figured that would help you see that code and help you read a little bit and help cement some of that stuff in you guys' head when you guys do that. So hopefully it's working. That was my plan. If not, I mean, it seems like it is. And that's cool. So basically, I said by Wednesday I was going to give you guys the challenge that I want you guys to kind of have fun with by Wednesday. I'm going to send you guys this image. This is what I want you guys to recreate by class next week. I don't think it'll take you guys that long. I think you guys have seen mostly everything here. I mean, that's just text. These are different boxes. And then this little dotted line, that may be something you guys have to look up, or I might even just show you guys something how to do that too. And then this button, I'm gonna show you guys this button too. So by next week, more than likely, you guys will be able to do this no problem, really easily. And it's just something to kind of
No, I said okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's just something to kind of help you guys get some projects and get to coding a little bit and say, hey, yo, look, I created this. You know what I mean? Like instead of just watching me do some stuff. So I want to get you guys as practice makes perfect. And it's just something that a little challenge by the end of the week or by Monday next week. Hopefully you guys can do this. And I don't think this will take you guys that long. Maybe an hour or two. Maybe. Unless you guys get stuck. But like I said, if you guys get stuck, you guys got my number. You get at me anytime. So just so you can see this first, I'm gonna send this to you guys after class, so you guys can get started on that at your convenience, or you know what I mean, whenever.
Which one do you have?
What do you mean?
Which one of these?
Oh, you can't see it? Oh, geez.
No, I'm saying like it's a basic, standard, and premium, right?
Oh, yeah. That's just a picture. It's nothing.
Oh, I thought you was paying for something.
Oh no. He's like, man, let me get that 20, let me get that 25.
Yeah, I was going to say that the premium looked nice.
Let me get that 25. No, that's just a picture that's made up that I found, and I was like, oh, this would be a very easy to intermediate picture to get you guys started making something. So yeah, no, it's just a picture that I want you guys of something sort of something that you would see on a web page. Like you would think, like you would see something like this on a web page, right? Like
Yeah, and that's
so you'll be able to create this. This will be one of your pages, and you'll be like, hey, yo, I can create a web page. Like if you create that, you probably right now just recreated Comcast or I mean, what other internet or phone providers and AT&T or something like that in your area. You just recreated one of their pages, and you can say, "Yo, I did that in an hour or two." You know what I mean? And you'll get faster as you practice. But yeah, that's what I want you guys to kind of take a look at. All right, that's basically it. Now, like I said at the beginning of the class, like the first 15 minutes, I just say whatever and ask if you have any questions. And if there's not any questions, we'll just kind of move forward with what I got planned today. Since you're
yeah.
here, you have any
I
questions?
made it. I just wanted to let you know I made it all the way to the module 1 quiz.
You made it through there quick? Nice.
Oh yeah. It was real. I told you it was real easy and simple. It's just like reading using context clues, and then they just had you move the stuff around.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that platform.
Yeah, this platform real good, and I've been doing it on my phone using the app.
Yeah. The app is dope. Yep. And this, tell you the truth, that app is what I first started learning to do. Any code is where that's where I started on that app. I just seen it one day. I was like, man, I want to learn the code, and I just started there. And then it just built. I just kept finding free stuff, and that's what I'm giving you guys all the free stuff. This is stuff you guys don't have to pay for. Like this is all free stuff that you can find online that I use, and it can help you learn the code. But like I said, I'm giving y'all that extra glue, which is me, to help everything stick together, help everything get wrapped up. All right, cool. So I mean, if there's nothing further ado, I'm still going to be working with this practice HTML. If you still have this one and you want to follow along, Dion, you can bring that up too. But I'm just going to show you guys. I know some things that you guys may not have used yet to kind of get done with the challenge at the end of the day, at the end of the week. Sorry. You might even be able to get through it at the end of the day, man. Like maybe. All right. But first off, what I want to do is I want to introduce that button. So like I said, if you don't know what button is, first thing I always say, Google it. If you don't know something is a code that you want to learn, Google it. How to add, and it's pretty much going to be something like this, how to add a button in HTML. If you don't know, look it up. But if you have it in some of your code, you don't have to Google. But I'm just showing you guys how to do it. And bang, first thing that always shows up, W3 schools. I don't know if that's done on purpose, but hey, works for me. So first thing I'm gonna do, it's pretty easy. And it's easy property inside of HTML is called button. So you guys probably won't forget that. Open button, close button. I'm going to copy and paste. Actually, let's read a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. Inside the button element, you can put text, tags, and pretty much things like strong. You can put images. Image can be a button, which is pretty cool. So if you had like an image and you wanted like click me, it could be an image. That's pretty dope. Maybe we can probably see some of that too. But all these, everything supports. These are all the major web browsers. They all support buttons, which that's good. And here are some different types of attributes, which basically means these are different type of things that the button can perform. Let's just say it's toolkit. It's short for that. Let's see. They even showed us how to style it as well, which is pretty cool. And actually, if we try it, probably, yeah, see, green, blue, shows us all the text and everything. So that's basically the color of the text is white. Wait a minute, that don't look good. Oh, green, blue, button 1, here it is. Button 1, they made the color green. Button 2, they made the color blue. So that's the style. But this is the main. Every button that they create, if they did this, is the class with this dot. That means class button. So any button you make, its default would look like this. That's what that is saying. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and add a button here. Let's add a button. Oops. Add a button, and then whatever you put in between the two button tags, that's what the button's gonna say in the inside. So we're gonna say, we can just put something like, they already had click me here, or just be like submit. So let's just say this is a let's say this is a form. We need a button at the end to submit our input. All right, I already have auto save on. Once again, let me repeat, auto save. Stop you from having to hit file, save every single time. Auto save is dope. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the default browser. We're gonna go ahead and hit reload. Hit reload. Something is up. Now we got a bug. We got a bug. We gotta see, what did we do? You know what? What did I do? Me. And that button should show up no matter what. Oh, there it is. I'm bugging. All right, cool. So what happened is this button is outside. You know what? Let me move it. That's my bad. It showed up. It's being hidden right now. So let's put this outside of those boxes, but inside of the main wrapper. So we can see it. So I'm gonna show you guys what I just did. It's hidden underneath these boxes. So when I moved it down, I just moved it underneath everything. There we go, guys. There's the button. It says click me, which is pretty good. It's not doing anything right now. It's just a button, which we just gonna leave it there at this point in time. If you guys if you guys stay in this course and stay with me, and we get into full stack, which is basically making that button actually redirect somewhere, I'll show you guys how to do that. But for right now, it's a button, which is, if you guys going to be creating your recreating your challenge, you guys gonna be need to make this button. So that's just that easy. And now the thing about this button, it can be dressed up like anything else. You can use the CSS. You can use the CSS. We can give it an ID. We can give this an ID, even though it has this type button, or it has other attributes. We can add ID to target it with our CSS. So let's just say first button. First button. We can go ahead and go back to our CSS. First button. Bang, there we go. Hopefully I spoke that right. First button, there we go. And then let's change the color. Let's give it a green color. And let's see if that just works right off bat. I just wanted to test it. Nope. That didn't work. All right, cool. So let's go back here and let's see what they did. Color is white. Still background color. That's why. I think what it's trying to color is the words. The words turn green? Nope. Words didn't even turn green. Whatever. All right, let's change the background color to something else. Let's just do something, whatever, brown. That's gonna be an ugly button. Let's do it. All right, and refresh.
Something else wrong.
Yep. We have a bug in our code. And I just call it a bug because what we intended for it to happen, what we intended to happen did happen the way we wanted it to. So let me see. Class button. Green. Top button. Yeah, that shouldn't matter. Background color. Let's kind of copy and paste some of this stuff. See if I'm missing something. I don't remember having to do all that, but maybe that's something new. But as we can see, something has to be wrong, first off, because look at the color. Look at the color here, and then look at that color. So something is up. First, let's just
Yes.
just
That's it.
we should be able to do anything, but let's just do that. That may have just fixed it, but we'll see. Sometimes it's just as easy as like looking at your code. It's like, wait, all the ones that work looks like this, and that one looks kind of retarded. Like, so let's change that one. Like that. Sometimes it's really that easy to figure out what's wrong with your code. Just mistype something or something. I don't know what happened there. That should have worked, but well. There we go. So now we got button. CSS is working now. And let's see if we can change the background color is white. So when we did white, that's the color of the text inside. We can change that to something else to give us a better contrast. Change that to green, and we can also put background color in there. Background color, let's change that to something dope. Crimson, that's probably gonna look dope. Let's see. Ugh. That's more Christmassy, but let's kind of explain some of the stuff that's happening here. Now, we added a border that's none. Let's see what can we do for border. Oh, we can change the border color. Let's change the border color to black. That's cool. Padding. This, we'll skip padding for a second. Text align, basically we want every time we put words in here, no matter how big we make this text is going to automatically align to the middle of this button. That's what that text align does. Text decoration is basically going to say, like, say we wanted a different type of font, and then display is inline block, which means it's only going to take up as much as the button, rather than just kind of like these, rather than taking up that whole line through there. And then font size, that's just basically how big the letters is. Margin is basically kind of that, and padding basically just is the around, that padding is going on outside of the button, and then the margin is basically what's going on inside. But we'll talk about that further down the line. But basically, once we hit this, change this to black, that's going to change the border to black, which is very hard to see. But if I zoom in, you can see it's black. I can change the border. I think we could change the border. We can change the border size. Let's see, border size. And these are everything. If you type some of this stuff, this is everything that you can do with border. And okay. If we wanted to, you know what? Instead of just playing around with it, let's look it up. Which you can always play. Playing with stuff will also give you the same. Would also give you the same result, but sometimes if you just want to get right to it, you can just type it in. How to change border size in HTML. Notice I'm typing all this because I want to be specific. Every single time I want to be specific. Border width, which I thought it was. Border width. We can do border width thin. We do border width thin. It's going to look something sort of like this. Then we can do border style solid, which makes this a solid line around. Let's see what else. Let's see what else they got here. We can also go ahead and play with different. And this border will work with everything, divs like that box, because I see what's coming up, and that's the only reason why I brought up this border, because I want you guys to see that you can mess with different things here. So let's change this border width to thick. We can also change it as a pixel as well. What's up, Shamira? This video will be in the YouTube later today, so you can catch up if you need to be.
Okay.
And if you do have any other questions at the end of this, we'll talk about that too. But basically, this border, we're going to do border width, and then we can give it a thickness, or we can give it a size with pixels. So let's go back to our code. Let's do border / width. And then we want to give it, let's just give it really big so we can see it, 20 pixels. All right, and then let's see how that looks. That's going to be very, that didn't even work. Look. Border width, let's try thick. With thick. All right. What's going on with that? All right, let's see something else here. Let me comment that out. Comment this out. Okay. So, all right. Go back here. The reason why I want to show you guys this is because in the challenge that I want you guys to do by next week, you guys see this border at the bottom is dotted. So I wanted to show you guys that you can change that. And looks like that isn't working. Border bottom style. That's what it's going to be. Style. Let's try that. Oh, background. What? I didn't pick background. Border bottom style. And that should work. I don't know why it's not working on this button, but it should. But let's see. You got solid, double. You can change the color, border and bottom style, and basically we're just worried about the bottom. When you pick bottom, you could do border right, you could do border left, and border top. So this will be border bottom, this will be border left, this is be border right, top, and this will be border right here. So let's change this code and see if this works. That's basically all I want to see because I wanted to make it thick, but I don't know why it's not working, but this should work. Got it. Is that saved? That's saved. All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. There we go. So that's pretty much how you guys are going to recreate that border on your challenge, that dotted at the bottom. And then if you guys can see really good, like this is beveled, you guys can use bevel. And then this one has more. It has a bevel, and it does have like a little black at the bottom. So that'll help you guys recreate that. This one, as you can see, that it has a different color on the right side, this div. So you guys can do border right and then color, border right style, color blue or whatever. So you guys will just have to play with that. I'm just trying to give you guys some help on some of this challenge that you guys haven't seen yet. But I know some of you guys came in a little bit later, but I want you guys to recreate this by next week. And you guys getting done with some of those solo learn stuff will help you see some of these codes in action, and you'll be like, oh, recognize some of these codes that you can use. But like I said, if you don't recognize, you can always Google. Google would always get you the same process. But that's how you add the button. That's how you add that as well. I think you guys should know everything else. Now, I kind of want to pick you guys' brains here, so maybe this will help everyone out. If anyone you guys want to talk, what would be your first step? Like if you guys were going to recreate this, what would be you guys' first step with trying to get this whole page recreated?
Looking it up.
Looking it up.
I was gonna say looking it up.
Looking it up online. Like
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
so let's say you guys are ready to code, right?
Mm.
You guys are here. Blank screen. So what would be your first step with trying to get this whole thing started? What would you do?
I think that you would put like the HTML first, and then like the head, the body,
Okay.
and then the H1 and all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Which
it's like
means
a sandwich. It's kind of like a sandwich, right? Like first you put HTML
exactly.
first,
Exactly.
the head, body, and then H1 or whatever.
Okay. So we're already kind of here, right? So we have the HTML, we have the head, we have the body, we have the closing head. And we know we want to do most of our work here in the body. Now, this is not a trick question, guys. Like this is not like a test where you can't use like materials. You guys do have a working example that I just erased right here. So you guys know basically where to start off. Like we already know basically if we wanted to start creating this, we can basically get rid of most of all this right here. Oops. Yeah, we can get rid of most of all that. We don't need that. You guys can copy and paste this if you want, but I think if you type it out, it kind of helps you get brain memory better. But yeah, we can start there. We know we want to start with a wrapper because we want to get our page started first, right? So I'm just giving you guys kind of just basically how to start this once again. Like, so I'm gonna do something like this every day to kind of get you guys' brains moving. But yeah, so we want to start with a wrapper. What do we do with the wrapper in CSS already? Let's see. Yeah, we just gave the wrapper a background color of this aqua. We gave it a width of 200. You know what? We gave it a width of 200. Let's give it a height of 200 too. 200 pixels. Let's do something like that, right? Let's get it started. So we know we want, the background does look aqua, so that's pretty cool. We can leave that there. Let's see what it looks like when we first hit refresh. This ain't even our page. What's popping? What happened there? All right, cool. Let me kind of get, I'm going to comment this stuff out real quick. Let's go back here. All right, so, oh, yeah, we should have hello world. Hello world should be there. That's good. Let's save, and let's go back. All right, cool. Why is that button still showing up? Where's this button? This button is deleted. Why is it still showing up? It is here. I'm sorry. I didn't delete it. Duh. All right, cool. I was freaking out there for a minute. I'm like, guys, what the heck? All right, I didn't delete the button. So basically, we're starting on that page. Of course, it's going to look a little bit bigger. You guys may want to make this a little bit bigger so you can have more working room. We can even do like 1,000 by 1,000. That's width 1,000, height 1,000. That's all that's doing. All right, cool. So once we get that, we're gonna have our background ready. Have a background ready. Cool. You already started. We're already halfway started on the challenge. I ain't gonna say halfway, but we got it. We got it started. I know that's not the right color, but I just wanted to kind of get it started. So first thing we see up top is we see this simple pricing table using HTML and CSS. I think that's easy. Y'all can do that. That's the first thing we see. We do HTML, H1. Let's do H1. H1. Simple pricing. I don't even remember what it said. Simple pricing table using.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
So are you showing us like how to organize it into like specifically where it should go if you create that website or if you create that challenge?
Yeah, I'm just helping you guys get started on like how to recreate this challenge. Because this challenge is what I want you guys to try and on your own and try and get done. So I just wanted to give you guys, because I don't want you guys to be over scared of doing this, because I think you guys can do all of this based off what we've been doing so far. If you're kind of keeping up with what we're doing in class and keeping up with readings and all that, like I believe you guys can do this like really easy. As you can see right now, like if I bang, so we got that right there as well. Like we're already starting to kind of put it together. We know simple pricing is first, but after we get it together, we can kind of start using the CSS to make stuff look this. We can change the color of this and things like that. So we see that, and then you can see, I can barely see that. Talkercode.com. Somebody put something else right there. I'll skip that for now, because that we know that, well, whatever. We could do it.
Because I think the hard part that I think I have trouble with is like knowing what to put in there, like equals and stuff like that. Sometimes like I would forget or not even like remember it and stuff, and knowing what to put in there, after like the body and title and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like marks and stuff.
Did you download? Did you watch the video on how to set up Visual Studio Code?
The one you
Because
put up?
yeah, in that video, the easy way to get most of this set up right away, I showed you guys. If you have this Visual Studio Code, you just type HTML, and the current version of HTML is 5. So we're gonna click on that, and that's gonna pretty much set up most of all the setup stuff at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's gonna set up that right then and there. That's gonna set up all of that, and then basically the codes that you're gonna be using is something that it helps for you. I memorize it because I use it so much. But once you guys get a little bit of code down, you guys can reference your old. You can reference your old projects to help you get started as well. So everything that I've been doing with you guys, if you guys are following along on your computers, you will have this stuff. And then I will send you guys some of this code and stuff too I did send you guys the code yesterday in an email afterwards. So just make sure you just reference like, hey, what was I doing there? If you can remember what you did, and then two, you can write yourself notes here too. If you guys, let's say, all right, this is the code to make the background. If you write that and then you hit Control and then the slash, this will give you a comment. And remember, I was telling you guys with comments, this doesn't get read by the computer. It just skips it. This is just for you guys to know, like, oh, this is the code to help me make the background, which is right here, the div. And where there's an open div, there's a closed div. So bang, like we know that's how we made the wrapper. And then we can go over here. We can do the same thing. This code styles the background. Write myself a little note, hit Control and slash, because I don't want. So now you know what you're doing. We're styling the background. There, we wrote that note, and we created the background here. So we wrote that note, right? This red, we can make a note here too. We can say this is the header of the page. I'll do Control slash. After I write it, I'll do Control slash. That's a comment now. So now I know that this div right here. Now that I know that this div right here is my header, and everything in my header right here, we know we want this to be the header, right? That's going to be our header. And this is pretty much going to be our body. So we'll probably have to make another div for the body. But we made a div for the header. We did that. So let's go ahead and make another div for the body. So first off, we know div is just a container, right?
Yeah.
And when we want to target it for decorative purposes, all we do is we give it an ID. An ID, if you type ID and hit enter, it'll do the equal and this too. And then we'll give it the name of what we want to do. We'll just give that body. We'll close it, and then it should close the div up for you. Everything we do in this div right here will be in the body. So now we can give ourselves another note. This is the code for the body. So if you guys practice doing something sort of like this, it'll help you remember what you're doing. And then if you reference this code in the future, you'll be like, oh yeah, this is what I did. Like I made this code for the background. This helped me make the header. This code right here helped me make the body. And then in the body, basically, I know I want some sort of a box with 3 separate boxes in it, right? That's basically what that is a big box. Then I have 3 separate boxes in there. And then we just did this, right? We just did the code to make 3 separate boxes.
Mm.
That's why I was setting you guys up. You guys didn't know I was setting you up to do this, but I was setting you guys up to make this. So this is a box, and then this is a box, and this is a box. So then inside of this box, I have 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box, 5 box, 6 boxes. And in each box, I got this box, I got an H1 or H2. Maybe it's going to be something like H2 because it's smaller than this, or H3, smaller than this. And then I got text in that first box. And then my second box, I got this text. Third box, this text. 5th box, this text. Final box, I have a select button.
Mm.
So that's basically all we just did. We just created this, what you guys did before, and we're building. You guys have created this. We know the background color for this. Background color for this first box is blue. Background color, white, 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 white. So let's create these boxes then. So in the body, we need 3 boxes, right?
You gonna email this code?
Huh?
You emailing us this code? I'm typing it in right now. You know I got the same thing too.
Yeah, you guys already have this code. I emailed it to you yesterday.
Okay, cool. I was retyping it in. I was putting it inside here. I didn't put it inside here yesterday. I forgot.
Yeah, you guys have the box code from yesterday. So all you guys would have to do, we got 10 minutes, but all you guys would have to do is basically get that code. Let me see. I'll bring it up. Let's see. Get that off the screen.
And make sure, let me turn on my auto save.
Yeah, turn on your autosave, because then you're going to be like, man, why ain't nothing showing up? You didn't say it. That's one of the main things, man. Like, I didn't even send that. Sent. All
Okay.
right. Let's
My
see.
auto save on.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Cool. So this box 1, box 2, box 3, you guys have all this.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, cool. I gotta go to my email and make sure I put it inside my coding dojo. I mean, not my coding dojo, my virtual studio code.
Yeah. All I do is Control C to copy.
You said Control C to copy. Oh, wait, I can do it right now.
Yeah, Control C to copy and Control V to paste. Now, you guys, like I said, you guys can type it out. If you type it out, it helps you remember what you're doing. But you guys, even if you see it there, you can have it over here and type it over here. Look at it and type it. If you type it, the more you type, the more you'll learn. Just put it that way. I promise you.
All right, thank you. I forgot. When you so used to writing, man, I'm a slow typer. You type kind of fast.
I mean, it just, like I promise you, it's just me coding. Like when I first started, I wasn't this fast at doing it. I practiced with it and just got it and just kept doing it. I believe you can, like, if you're doing the same thing over and over, you're going to figure out how to do it fast. I promise you.
Oh, yeah.
So there's our box.
And you said we need to get to module 3, right? On the other thing, right?
Yeah. If you guys make it there, most of this stuff will start being a little bit easier where you can recognize what you want to do.
Okay.
Like
I'm in module 2 right now.
Oh, nice. Nice. So box 1, box 2, box 3. This is that code in CSS. All I did was I commented it out, but now I'm going to open it back up. I'm uncommented. If I highlight it and hit Control/ again, actually that's opposite of what just happened. Yeah. All right. Let's
right there.
All right, cool. So basically I'm gonna uncomment everything. I'm uncomment it. Uncomment everything because it doesn't matter. I deleted everything. And so now I have all of the code from our boxes. That's all I did. I'm not even doing anything different.
Mm.
I'm not even doing anything different. Once I pop this up, refresh. Yikes.
Mm.
Oh, okay, cool. We just gotta fix that a little bit, but
The pink box.
pink box is down.
Do it like you did yesterday. Move it right up.
Exactly. I can do inspect. I can click on find element. Here's my box holder. Here are my boxes. Click on the box. All I gotta do is play with it. Get it right, negative 216. That's all. Now I know what number I need to put in the pink in box number 2.
Mm.
Negative 216. Go over here, box number 2. If I do negative 216, auto save is on, so it's already saved. I come back over here, refresh, it's fixed.
Mm.
So I mean, look at that. Look how close you guys are close to finishing. Like you're already there. Let's see what this is. This is kind of messing with us. Red is messing up our code, which we don't need red. We can take red out. Well, you can either use red or whatever you use. I think I did it twice. That's why. Yeah, I have red here. Oh, which we want to change that red to header. Header. And then we don't want the header to be that big. Actually, it doesn't matter. We can leave it there. Change that to header. We can leave it there. That's all. I just wanted to make sure that was right. All right, cool. So now, if you're looking at the picture, you're very close. You just have to play around with it.
Yeah.
Now, inside of box 1, we need to add 10 more boxes. Or not 10, 6.
Mm.
6 more divs. So you have a bigger div. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 smaller divs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you got to take into account, you have to see how big you made this. We may want to make our height longer because these are a little short, right? We might want to make the height longer for our boxes so we can have all 6 of those in there. But I'm going to show you guys how to do that really quick. We have 3 minutes. So basically, inside of box 1 in our first code, all we're going to do is that's going on here. All right, inside of box 1, let's go ahead and we're going to add some divs. We're going to add some divs, and then we can give them IDs so we can design them, but we'll do something like this real quick. Got the big one and then 5 others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 other ones. Actually, you know what? I'm bugging. Let me give it the ID first. ID. Equals. Let's just do A1 because we can make first box B. We can make first box A, first box, second box B, third box C. And you guys can name it whatever you want, but I'm just gonna do that there. 2, 3, 4, 5. A2, A3. Actually, you know what? We'll just do A2. for the rest because these boxes are going to look the same. A2. The first box is a little bit. This first box is a little bit bigger than the rest of these boxes, but the rest of the boxes look the same. So we want to go ahead and design them the same. We got 1 minute. You know what? You guys, I'm gonna stop this meeting and I'm gonna start another one so we can finish this up real quick and then we'll go from there. All right. Like I probably need like 10 minutes more. Is that fine?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Shamira, Chris, y'all fine with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Dinner.
Okay. Well, thanks. Yeah, I'll still put it. I'll put it on YouTube so you can catch up later too. Then too for you, Shamira.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I'm gonna end this meeting. I'll start another one. Just join right back.
Okay.
All right.
I gotta turn my notifications off for my email.